Good morning, everybody. I'm Sydney Lerma.
And I'm Noah Montes.
And welcome to our KEHS broadcast for the month of November. What an exciting month we've had, don't you agree?
Definitely. A month filled with family and friends. For sure one of my favorite months of the whole year.
Though we had a whole week off from school, that didn't stop students from maintaining their level of excellence as they continued to challenge themselves. The AP Computer Science class here at Eastwood High School is a prime example of success in the classroom.
Let's check in with Aaron and his story with the AP Computer Science class.
AP classes at Eastwood High School have always been a welcome staple in the academics department, and AP Computer Science is no different. Founded just last year, AP Computer Science has made some noticeable improvements to both its instructors and the curriculum they teach that are worth checking out. Just last year, the Microsoft Corporation partnered with our AP Computer Science department in order to give AP students outside in-store guidance with the class. Broken into smaller parts of the Java language, students are finding it easier to comprehend the curriculum efficiently and effectively.
The primary reason why AP Computer Science is absolutely important, or computer science overall, is because doing the skill set as far as what they call computational thinking.
The class is helping to teach more logical thinking. With the aid they receive from the TEALS representatives, students are able to get a grasp on more difficult subjects of AP Computer Science, and in turn retain the information more proficiently.
They've been extremely helpful. They have a lot of experience, so they really tell us exactly what we should expect in a workplace if we would like to pursue computer science. And because they are professionals, they really know exactly what to teach us.
An extremely functional classroom environment. In addition to the partnership with the Microsoft TEALS program, the class's future is looking that much brighter when AP testing in April and May rolls around. AP classes like AP Computer Science help maintain Eastwood's reputation of excellence, in addition to polishing the legacy of Being El Paso's finest. This has been Aaron Aldaz reporting to you for KEHS News.
As we get closer to the end of the first semester, our seniors are beginning to choose the best college for themselves.
Before even thinking about getting accepted, college applications are crucial to every senior looking to prosper in the new future.
Liam has a story for us on the process of college applications.
The fall season isn't just for football and pumpkins. It's also time for college applications. For many seniors and staff members, it can be a very stressful time of year. All of the effort a student exerted in high school is crammed into an application with the hope that it's good enough to get into their school.
The most stressing thing about the college application process is the process of compiling everything that you need, all the things that the colleges are asking for, like the transcripts, the test scores.
For most universities, an application fee of up to $75 is required, unless the student has a fee waiver. Such waivers and much more information can be found within the Go Center with Mr. De La Fuente. Another teacher with a lot of advice is Mr. Villa. Mr. Villa once attended Stanford University in California. He has more advice for our seniors.
The other things would be your activities and really try to focus on having multiple activities. If you haven't done that by now, kind of, have a good resume of activities that you've been involved in, organizations.
So whether our seniors are applying to UTEP or NMSU, or even farther and wider throughout the country, it's time to submit your applications. For KEHS, this was Liam Romero.
As our very own seniors are working to better their future, our custodians are also working hard to better our experience here in the meanwhile.
It's important to understand who keeps our school clean and tidy because even they play a big part in the excellence that's portrayed by Eastwood.
Let's look deep into the custodial and cafeteria staff with a story from Victoria.
Thank you. There are many people here at Eastwood who contribute to our excellence. The custodial and cafeteria staff put many hours of work to keep our school clean and our students fed.
How I show appreciation is that I see everyone just going up to their lines and just getting the food and just leaving without even saying thank you. They just walk off. What I do is that I say thank you and I look them in the eye and smile. Just give them a little bit of love, like they're your grandmother.
From an early start in the mornings to late hours, the staff puts in a lot of work for preparing meals for around 1,500 students in the morning and at lunch, cleaning the materials and working long hours. The group is not alone in making Eastwood the great school that it is.
I try to make my best to help the ladies around here so they can make the food better for the kids and make an effort to have better food, good food for the kids.
Mornings to late hours, the staff puts in a lot of work for preparing meals for around 1,500 students in the morning and at lunch, cleaning the materials and working long hours. The group is not alone in making Eastwood the great school that it is.
We're assigned, every custodian here is assigned an area to do. And I was assigned the 900. And I have a good relationship with everybody here. The kids are all good. The teachers are all good. They keep their rooms pretty clean. When we do setups, we all do setups together. We have our own little areas we have to clean, which is my 900, the papers and stuff. But other than that, we just go and do our own thing. So I hope I was helpful.
In addition to cleaning, some of the janitorial staff also deals with light maintenance work around campus, occasionally seen making sure air conditioners are working and that the students, although they don't always show it, definitely appreciate the work that these groups put in. Troopers are always thankful for some of the hardest working staff members on campus. Thank you. This has been Victoria Morales with your KEHS News.
Thank you, Victoria. Hey, Noah, have you been late to class lately?
Well, I try not to be.
Do you understand how important it is to be in class every day and on time?
Well, actually, Diego has an important story on why attendance is valued so much.
Thank you, guys. It's already the second 9 weeks, and teachers are starting to crack down on kids' attendance. Attendance is one of the most important things at school, but sometimes overlooked. We talked to staff members at Eastwood High School and asked why attendance is so important and how it can lead kids in the future.
We stopped by room 904 to talk to Mr. Alvarado, one of the many teachers who teaches CTE classes, and asked how it prepares us for the future.
CTE classes are designed to get you ready for the future, whether it's in your job after college or if it's in a job that you choose to go to after high school. And that really, it's dependent on your work ethic, on how hard you work and how diligent you are. And that all ties into attendance. Attendance counts.
CET classes are one of the most important classes for young students. It not only prepares us for the future, but helps us in the long run with things dealing with work. We wanted to know how the teachers prepare their classes to give us the best experience.
Attendance in my class is important because if you miss a day's work, you're that further behind on what you need to accomplish. The way I have my class set up, it's like a graphic design workshop, and you're responsible for coming up with a product at the end of a certain amount of time. If you miss that time, you miss work. Kind of like at a job, when you miss work, you miss out on days that you're working and you don't get paid, or you get a really bad paycheck. Except in my class, you don't get a paycheck, you get a grade. And that grade is dependent upon the product or your workmanship.
With classes training kids for the future, attending them is very important. We wanted to know how the attendance looks at Eastwood. We talked to Mrs. Baron, who has worked at Eastwood for over 10 years.
We do get a lot of calls in the morning, but when we run our report the next day of the total absences, we do have a lot of unexcused. So that means that the parents don't call.
We see kids miss days without parent permission. We wanted to get a clear message out on why they should attend school.
Attendance is very important because we need to be at least at 96%, and it's very important for the school funding. It's very important that you attend, because when you have your job, you can't just miss because, oh, today I have a headache. It's more important to come to work every day.
With so many classes preparing us for the future, it's important to be at school. It not only helps you, but prepares you for the future.
Attendance is one of the most important things at school. It not only helps the teachers, but makes your future bright. I'm Diego Villa, and I'm signing off from KEHS.
Thank you, Diego. As we approach the last week of November, let's speak to Melanie with this week's weather.
Let's take a look at this week's weather. Starting off this week, we should be expecting partly cloudy skies with temperatures in the high 50s. And then moving on towards the middle of the week, we should be expecting sunny skies with temperatures in the high 70s, but eventually moving down to the low 60s by the end of the week. Today, we should be expecting some scattered clouds along with a high of 58 and a low of 38, along with 8-mile-per-hour wind.
Jumping into Tuesday, we should start the day with a high of 64 degrees and closing it with a low of 39 degrees. Wednesday and Thursdays, our temperatures will begin to advance into the 70s, and by the end of the day, should be in the mid-40s. Heading into Friday, there will be cloudy skies with a high of 59 degrees and a low of 40 degrees.
Going into the weekend, we should expect the high to be in the 60s and in the low 30s. Giving you a recap of this week's weather, we should be expecting temperatures in the low 70s all the way to the high 50s, finally allowing everyone to pull out their fall clothing. Reporting from the KEHS Weather Center, this is Melanie Gandra signing off.
Not only have our students worked really hard during the month, but so have our athletes.
Eastwood's numerous accomplishments, from our cross-country team winning state to our football team making the playoffs, exemplifies El Paso's finest.
Of course, Eastwood is El Paso's finest, but the accomplishments that the Troopers have made this month really showcase our excellence. Let's check in with Isaac as he recaps our football team's season.
Thanks, guys. Here at Trooper Stadium, Eastwood just clinched districts for the first time in 24 years against El Dorado.
The Trooper football team started their season with an 0-2 record and capped off their pre-district schedule with a 2-3 record.
Just the hard schedule that we had, the Planos in the Midland League, that really shaped us to not be scared of any other opponent because we knew that they were like a lower quality team than what we already faced. So.
1994 was the last time Eastwood held a district crown. Captain Noah Rios and his fellow seniors made it their goal, as it was their last year to make that dream a reality.
I'm flooded with emotion. This bond with the team is unlike anything. It's something we've been working for a long time.
The Troopers ran through district, finishing with a perfect 5-0 record, making their name known around the city and secured the first seed in the playoffs.
Every week we're playing for a gold football, and the hope is that we keep this ride going for at least 6 weeks, and hopefully it ends up at a state title, and we just got to take 1 week at a time and keep chopping and keep plugging away.
The Troopers finished their 2018 season with the district title, capping off their excellence tour, and they look forward to capture the state title and keep their 5A crown for years to come.
Reporting from KEHS, I'm Isaac Alvarez.
What an awesome story on a historic Eastwood football season. A huge congrats to the team and their amazing coaches.
In other football news, the helmet has been kept by Eastwood for the 8th consecutive season in the famous Battle of the Helmet game.
Let's see what Alexis captured for us on the day of the game.
That's right, I'm here at the scene of one of Eastwood's biggest traditions, the annual Battle of the Helmets game against the Bel Air Highlanders, where we compete for excellence and ultimate bragging rights. Let's take a look at how this tradition unfolds tonight.
Every year, the historic rivalry between the Eastwood Troopers and the Bel Air Highlanders comes into play between both schools' varsity football teams. This annual tradition has been going on since 1976, making tonight's game the 42nd Battle of the Helmets game. I got the opportunity to talk to one of Eastwood's own varsity football players.
I think our team has been pretty good. We developed over the weeks, playing different teams, being able to beat them as well. I think our team has become better than over the last years.
As phenomenal as the team is looking this season, they could not have reached this level of excellence on their own. Under the direction of their coaches and coordinators, the Troopers are looking unstoppable. I was able to get a word with the head coach of our varsity football team, Coach Julio Lopez.
This group is so much fun to coach. They are very dedicated. They love each other. They play for each other. They've trusted in us as the coaches, in our system, and our preparation for the week. And I can't be more proud of this team. And I really feel that's going to continue on. I'm going to continue to make Eastwood proud and play good football.
What makes an Eastwood game complete is the energy and pride of the student section, filled with many supporting Troopers in attendance to cheer on the team like none other.
We cheer our school on by respecting the other team also, and also cheering our school on the best that we can and hyping them up to win the game.
There's no doubt about it that attending a game like this will keep you at the edge of your seat, filled with anticipation to see the level of excellence Eastwood has to offer. And this goes for any Eastwood game. From KEHS, I'm Alexis Vasquez, signing off from the annual Battle of the Helmets.
Eastwood yet again dominates in an impressive performance against their top rival Bel Air.
In other sports news, our historic swim team has begun their long-awaited season looking to bring home more titles.
Leah was there for one of their first practices to speak to the swimmers as they prepare for their first meet of the season.
Thanks, guys. I'm here at the Hawkins Aquatic Center. We're just inside. Our swimmers are preparing for a great season. Let's get some insight from the swimmers themselves.
Believe it or not, our male swim team has won 35 straight district titles and are set to win again this season.
In addition to our 64 district titles,
our swim team brings a ton of prestige to this school because of how well-rounded our students are. We don't just have students that are really good at swimming or really good at academics. They're well-rounded and they can do a bunch of different things.
We'd really appreciate it if you guys could just come out maybe once in a while, honestly bring the Eastwood Brigade to the pool. For districts, obviously we have it in the bag this year. We're going to get that 65, 66 district title, so come out, support.
So now that football season is over, when you're looking for something to do on a Friday, make sure to stop by and support our swim team at one of their many meets.
As you can see, our swimmers are ready and dedicated for a great season. That's all I have for today, troopers. I'm Leah Marie, signing off.
As we wish good luck to swimming to bring home even more titles, cross country has journeyed to Houston and brought back a state title with them. Here's Regina with an update on their season.
Hello troopers, today we're going to go ahead and check out the cross country team and check in on how they did right after state, where they were able to get the district championship and the state championship as well for the men's cross country team. And we're going to see how well they did at state.
During the 5A regional races at Lubbock, the girls team placed third and the boys managed to place first. This means that both teams qualified for state and 14 kids will be traveling to compete.
Our main motivation is just to work for each other. Each other is our motivation, knowing that we have to work hard for our team, have to work hard for Meadow, Eileen, Adalia, Destiny. We're all our motivation.
The team works all summer preparing for their season, and it paid off greatly with the boys team getting first place at state.
Well, we were all there for each other. We all came to practice. We dedicated ourselves to the sport, and we just got up in a tight pack. We learned to stay with each other and work with each other.
This is a big accomplishment for the team, as they are bringing the most students they have ever brought to state before. Many of the runners are happy for their achievements of their season, and this is just one of them.
I mean, I don't know about my expectations. I was very happy to qualify both our boys and girls to state, and then to reach that meet and them to both perform very well. Mm-hmm. I kind of don't set goals like most teams, like, well, we want to win district or we want to win state. My goals more are based on what we want to try to do in practice and the work ethic we want to develop and stuff like that.
Well, there you have it, troopers. Our cross-country team is one of the best in the team, and it'll continue to do that for the years to come. This is Regina Macias from KEHS, signing off.
Congratulations and good luck to the boys cross country team at the Nike Nationals. All the things Eastwood has accomplished is something we're definitely grateful for.
That's right. Student Council is another thing we're really grateful for. Every year they put together baskets for families in the Eastwood community. Here's Gustavo giving us some insight on their Thanksgiving baskets.
Thank you, Noah. Today we have Ms. Oropesa here with us, and she will be talking about the Thanksgiving baskets.
So the Thanksgiving baskets are going to troopers in need. We work with Ms. Montoya, and she has a list of students who are in need of these baskets. She doesn't give us the names. She just tells us we need 19 or 20 baskets, and we prepare them, we get them ready, and she lets the parents know that they can pick them up on November 16th at this time, at a certain time, and we give them the baskets. Then the leftover baskets that we have, we contact our feeder schools and we give them to our smaller troopers in need, and then the leftovers we give some to our custodians, to show them some love. And also this year we're working with another school where our students that drop out go to, and they're asking for 10 baskets.
Thank you, troopers. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. My name is Gustavo Mas from KEHS Broadcast. Back to you, Noah.
We encourage you to express your level of gratitude to faculty and staff and your friends and family.
And we're grateful to sit up here and give you the first broadcast of the school year. I'm Noah Montes.
And I'm Sydney Lerma, signing off.
1, 2, 3, let's go!